DIECAST NORBZ is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say viewer and parental discretion is advised. Hello to every single person out there in the known and unknown universes. Hello to everyone in the depths of the seas below and through all dimensions. It's time for another episode of DIECAST NORBZ Galactic Hooligan. And I really want to thank you all for joining in. If this is your first time joining, welcome. If this is like your 97th episode, welcome back. I really appreciate each and every one of you joining. But if this is your first time joining, please hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'd really appreciate it, as it actually helps me defeat my algorithm gods that have actually plagued me for all this time. And your help can actually really weed those gods and goddesses out and everything like that. I am actually now on my way to 1,000 viewers, my first 1,000, which would actually be great. So if you can, and I please, if you will, just hit the like button and pass me around as much as you can. I would really appreciate it. I would really love to getting more people out there who actually might know more about DIECAST NORBZ Activate. I'm DIECAST NORBZ, and today we are actually going to do something a little different today. Now, usually my channel is all about Transformers, and as you can tell, I do love me some Transformers, but today I'm gonna do a little something different today because I'm actually really inspired. Let me tell you something. Anytime anyone actually brings up the topic of X-Men, anyone who knows me, who you might know, who knows me, knows that I love the X-Men. You know, and I am just such a big fan of the children of the atom, the alkalites of the atom, if you will, who actually are here to right the wrongs or lead to our greater destruction. I love it. A story about racism that is actually made in a way that's actually just like fundamentally amazing. And today I'm actually going to be taking a look at Cyclops here, who I actually, for some reason, really like in this show and everything. If you've actually been seeing X-Men 97, you notice that Scott Summers, the person that everyone loves to hate, has actually been rewritten to be brilliant in this show and everything. And I'm actually really I'm enjoying everything about X-Men 97 right now. So based on that, I'm actually just deciding to do like maybe a couple of X-Men and 97 episodes and everything. Not the actual figures, but I'm actually trying to like create that Jim Lee roster of X-Men and everything, you know, and there's some costumes that really get me and everything, and this is actually one of them. From the pages of Astonishing X-Men, we're going to be taking a look at Cyclops here today, and welcome to the show. So if you know anything about my hate-hate relationship with Scott Summers, I really thought he was actually one of the cockiest characters in the whole entire series, and I might as well have actually been the president of the Player Haters Club, and he was the main guest. Hate. But let me tell you something. Right now, after seeing X-Men, I really changed my mind on this guy completely. And to celebrate that, I actually found an Astonishing X-Men figure right over in Target. He is a Marvel Legends series Build-A-Figure for Chiodo. And one thing that I'll actually have to say, just let me move Scott for just a moment. If I decided that this character was actually worth building, I swear I would have actually started building it if I actually got like a character over here for if I got a part in this box right over here, because like look at this guy. This guy looks so great. I might be a fan of like some of these Build-A-Figures and everything, and this guy was just like really amazingly detailed and everything. I really love that. But let us get on to Scott himself, Cyclops. He is really, really awesome. Let's take a look at this guy. So Cyclops actually comes with all you see here, which is actually just these two fists, which is actually kind of cool and disappointing at the same time, because I wish he actually came with like a lot more. One thing about him though, and the elephant in the room when it actually comes down to building this guy, you actually have like Emma Frost, you have Marvel's Fang, you have Monet St. Croix, you have Corsair. One thing that all those figures actually had was that they actually had all pieces featured here. And that would have actually been great, because look at this guy. Hold on, just let me raise my camera a little bit. Look at this guy and how great that guy actually looks. And I kind of wish that he actually came with like at least a leg or an arm, maybe his face or something like that. I would have actually started building this guy, because he's just like, look at him, magnificent. I kind of like got really obsessed when it came down to building Armadillo, and I actually had to go off and like finish off the character himself and everything like that, because that guy, as soon as I actually saw that guy was just bananas, you know? But this guy altogether is just really, really cool. He is actually from the pages of the Astonishing X-Men on. I really love this so much and everything. Now, he actually does come with these two clenched fists and everything like that, where if you actually remove his fist and everything like that, and you can actually take that out, and then you can actually put that in. They're just clenched fists and everything, so like they're actually cool if you're actually going to be using it for like a battle scene or like a close-up fight and everything. I'm actually kind of like creating my X-Men display, where I actually have like everybody in like almost a close quarters fight with Juggernaut and everything like that, where Scott is actually just like the only one who's actually like using his optic blast ability, and that's actually cool. One thing that I actually think would have actually been great is if we actually got like a removable visor piece right over here. We could actually remove this piece of the visor and then put in either a plain one or like maybe an optic blast or something. I kind of wish his accessories weren't as limited as say like a couple of pieces, but aside from that, his flight suit looks astounding. I love this suit a lot, you know? He's actually got like a lot of like the dark blues and everything like that, and this gold trim just really makes it and everything for this figure, you know? I think this is actually great. We actually have like it's like slight detailing, but those slight details actually just give this character so much oomph and everything, you know what I mean? And I love the fact that they didn't change the color going on the outside or anything like that when they actually went through the middle over here, and then they just like pinlined his gold material here and everything. I think it's actually great that he actually has like a lot of cohesion in this suit. Give it up for like the people who actually made this costume actually happen, because I think this is actually just really elegant and everything, you know? Like, let's just take a look over here, and then we actually have like everything going into his musculature and everything like that. Biceps, he actually has like all of his rib cage areas here and everything like that, all nicely done. Deltoids just really nicely done here and everything. Also abdominal areas just like really nicely chiseled and everything, you know? And I really think that this is actually just great here and everything. Leg muscles just like really on point there too and everything. I don't know if this is actually like a remold or like a remake of like anything else that I've actually seen, because I've actually checked like his body type like between Spider-Man, Iceman, and a few other characters and everything like that, and I just really haven't seen anything that was actually very common and everything like that. Back muscles are actually just like really astounding on this guy and everything like that, and kind of like looks like they took like a lot of care and attention, especially when you actually kind of like go over here and you actually kind of like move his you butterfly his shoulders out and everything, and you can actually see they continue that musculature right in here. I haven't really seen that a whole lot on like different figures and everything all together, so that's actually pretty great. They actually have like a little bit of the bubbling of the bicep right over here also and everything in this piece, so I really love what they actually did with that, and that's actually kind of like really great. Now let's take a look at this face over here, because this face is just great also and everything. I like there's a metallic sheen that actually goes behind this and everything like that too, which is actually really nice, you know? And the face is actually painted perfectly and everything, you know, just perfect. I kind of wish that there could have actually been like a little bit of a light piping situation, like right back here or something, but then you wouldn't actually have it being in Marvel Legends or anything like that. It'd actually kind of like come down to being more like Transformer-like. I kind of want to think they want to stray away from that. As I said, he actually comes with amazing articulation. He actually has a great lift right over here, and I love the fact that his chin is actually filled right underneath here and everything like that, so that's actually really great. Not a lot in the way of indentation over here, like right where his chin actually meets his Adam's apple and everything, so that's actually really wonderful stuff right there. He can actually pretty much emote anywhere and everything like that. He actually has a 360 on his head. He actually has that lift up. He can actually look down to a great degree right over there, you know, and that's not even really needed or anything, so that's actually really great. He actually has an inward and outward butterfly right over here, so that's actually really nice. You can actually lift his arms up right over there, and then that's he actually goes up to a T-pose just like that and everything, so that's actually really nice. You can actually put his arms all the way down. They go about 360 and everything, so that's really nice. He actually has a bicep rotation right there and everything. Now, one thing that I think is actually really great is that each and every part actually is just like really super, super tight. Not so tight that where it's actually scary tight, where you're actually gonna break anything, but like even in here, there are semi-ratchets that are actually going on in the inside of this part of his tricep right over here, and this part of his forearm right here and everything. And I think that's actually really nice, just the way they actually did that. It's just great attention to detail. He actually has like you can actually do the in and out on his wrist right over here. He actually comes with full rotation right over here. If you actually wanted to take that off and use the his closed fist, they do actually have an in and out also and everything, so that's really wonderful. He has an in and out on his open palm and everything too, and also on these open palms over here. I don't know if you can actually really take appreciation to how well that's actually sculpted right over there. Just really nice, and I love this, and especially for a gloved hand, to actually look like he could have actually had like fingernails or anything like that that are actually popping through or anything. That's actually really, really nice attention. I love the veinage that's actually coming over here on the top of his hand also and everything. So that's really, really nice attention. I love that. You can actually curl his abs right over here. You can actually bring it up 2 clicks like this, and that's actually really nice also. He does have waist rotation right over here. It goes about 360. So as far as his legs are actually concerned, you can kick out to a great degree right over here, and you actually have like band damage right over this way and everything, so you can actually kind of like lift it just to about this far and everything. Not really kung fu worthy or anything like that, like say some of our Transformers figures, but it is actually still pretty nice. He can actually go back only that far, and before his butt actually kind of like gets in the way and everything like that, but you can actually still manipulate him to have like a good running pose and everything, so that's actually really nice. You have upper thigh rotation right over here, and then again, these marvelous joints over here are just so great. Like you can actually see as I'm actually bending it, you can actually see the indentation as I'm actually pushing this forward and everything. So that's actually really, really nice. I really take appreciation into that. He actually has like lower rotation right over here also. That's actually really nice. And then you actually also have ankle rotation, and then a couple of other things going on with his ankles also, dorsiflexion, so that's actually really nice on a really, really well-rounded figure and everything. So like I'm loving this figure a lot, and let me tell you something, as like far as like one of the best X-Men that I actually have in my figure collection, he is great. One thing I'm actually loving is this hand right over here. So he actually has like either like a, you know, I'm gonna get you, you know, kind of like pose right over here. So that's actually really nice. And then also he actually has something where he does, I think that they actually have something where he can actually do it like Spider-Man, where he actually has like a control panel right on the inside of his palms and everything, which would actually be great. But he usually likes to use it like right over here and everything. So usually I kind of like have him kind of like blasting right there and everything, like right in my collection. So like that's actually really cool. But like I love this guy though. Like he's actually just like really super astonishing. No, he's really super amazing. I love this guy a lot. And one thing I actually have to note is that I do notice about like all the love and attention that they actually put into the Marvel Legends figures, it's wonderful just seeing exactly what they actually do with these guys. And I'll give you a couple of quick comparisons with Cyclops and Machine Man. Nobody ever talks about Machine Man, but I will. This guy is actually really just amazing to me. Transformers Voyager class.
Can you show me the way?
Voyager class Hot Rod, hero throughout multiple universes. Say his name with respect. It's Spider-Man.
You see my
X-Force Wolverine.
He used to look like this.
I will actually have to say that X-Men 97 actually really changed my mind a lot about Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. And I think this character alone really belongs in your collection if you're actually collecting X-Men. I'm going to give you final thoughts in just a moment. Well, I'm not sure if I started off with a character that you actually really love and hate at the same time and everything, but like for me, that was actually Scott Summers or Cyclops. I really love this guy though. This figure is actually really fantastic. I'm glad I picked him up. I saw him and I kept on passing by him in the stores and everything, and I kept on saying, nah, you know, and then the more I kept on thinking about it, it was just like, nah. And then I saw 97 and I said, maybe today, Demons, maybe today, you know? And I am glad that the Demons actually talked me into this guy. Scott Summers or Cyclops is great. If you actually get a chance to pick this guy, pick him up. You won't be disappointed whatsoever or anything. The one thing that I will actually say that I regret not having is like maybe multiple weapons or something, and maybe like another pair of something or the other. I kind of feel like a Marvel Legends character should actually be able to have like a lot more versatility than this guy actually does. He looks great on display, but anything else, like I'm actually wondering if he actually gets as much of the play value or anything like that. If you're collecting X-Men Legends, let me know what you actually think about this guy. Write down in the comments and everything. I really would love to read every single one of them. I know that I talk about this with New York Hunter, I talk about these guys, I talk about this with like a few other people and everything like that who are actually really into X-Men, and I think that he should definitely be in there somewhere. It was either this or the more Jim Lee inspired costume, and as much as I love the Jim Lee inspired costume, and I'm still looking around for that, I still think that this guy actually has that I don't know, like the costuming actually kind of like gives me that leadership quality and everything, you know what I mean? And I think that was actually important in making my decision on which Scott Summers to actually put into my collection. I was gonna leave him out, you know what I mean? So like this actually, it took a costume that was like this to actually kind of like make me say, okay, I'll do it, you know? But that's it for me. I really do appreciate you all taking another trip with me through nerddom. I appreciate you coming in and taking the time. I really didn't know if I was actually going to be able to do a recording this week because I actually became super ill this week, and I got like a cold and like this whole head cold thing and everything like that. So it was actually really kicking my ass for a while, but I'm glad I got a chance to do this and start off on, what am I going to call these? I'm going to call these episodes DIECAST NORBZ Sidequest. That's exactly what I'm going to do. These are all actually going to be all side quests on everything else that I'm actually getting some interest in, and like things that are actually in my collection that I don't really get a chance to explore or anything like that. And thanks to you guys, I definitely am going to be doing that a little bit more often and everything. But it all depends on you. Let me know exactly what you like. Let me know if you like this down in the comments, and I will definitely talk to you soon. As always, make sure that you're treating yourselves and each other with love, respect, patience, kindness. Send that all of the way around the whole entire Fibonacci series of the universe and have it come back over here to HQ. I could always use some myself. And as always, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you soon.